Beleza, aqui quem fala é o Smog, trazendo mais um vídeo pra vocês. Hoje estamos aqui com esse game aqui, que parece ser bem interessante na minha humilde opinião, que é o Game of Thrones da Telltale Games. Eu não sei falar certinho, 100% certo, mas cada um fala de um jeito, né? É isso aí, galera. Duas pessoas assistindo aqui, deixa eu ver. Comentário aqui da galera. Aqui, ó, coloca aqui, ó, carregando comentário rapidamente rápido, já tem 2 likes. Salve Vinícius Evangelista, como você tá, maninho? Só de boa? Henrique Nascimento, salve, maninho. Valeu, maninho. É nóis, sou teu fã. Só pra avisar, os jogos da Telltale é tudo assim 3D, é desenhado 3D, parece que saiu de um quadro da Mona Lisa, sabe? Bem interessante o desenho que os caras fizeram. Fizeram um bom trabalho, na minha opinião. Eu já joguei esse daí, o da Telltale, que é The Walking Dead. E só. Os únicos jogos que eu joguei da Telltale. Já que esse aqui é o Game of Thrones, eu não vi vídeo nenhum, não sei nem como que vai ser a história. Porque isso aqui é mais baseado na história e escolhas. Aqui, ó. Telltale, viu? Alterar arquivo de jogo? Não. Jogo deve ser foda, né? Não sei, maninho. Se é da Telltale, parece que tá foda. O povo do norte nunca esquecerá. O povo do norte nunca esquecerá. Capítulo 2 é o que? Bora jogar o capítulo 1, né? Pra ver qual vai ser. Não, maninho, não vai ser não. Porque é muita coisa que tem que fazer e eu não sei o que tem que fazer, entendeu? Então não vai ser não, maninho. Se pra final da semana que vem, essa série de jogo se adapta às suas escolhas. A história é traçada pelo seu modo de jogo. Traçada pelo seu modo de jogo, viu, maninho? A casa foi avançada pela lei de história de milhares de anos. E também quero avisar que tem a série desse game. Então, só que a série mesmo. O game foi inspirado na série, que se chama Game of Thrones. Mano, é muito boa a série. Vocês têm que assistir. O livro também é muito bom. Eu só li o primeiro. Mas é bom, galera. Compensa. Vai ter que baixar, vai dar uns 70 minutos. Como assim?
Brought to his knees by the men of the north.
And set free by the women. You'd think he'd done it himself the way he tells it. Lord Forrester's sword won't clean itself, you know.
Ah, larga a encher o saco, mano. Jeez.
Make sure it's spotless this time. Lord Forrester won't be happy with blood and brains all over it. Go on, it's only blood.
Beleza. Não sei, maninho. Ó.
Now that is a proper sword.
I'll have one like it myself someday.
You'll never have a sword like that. I say that as a friend. And if we're being honest, you are just a squire.
I will. You'll see.
Of course, your lordship. After you take your rightful place on the Iron Throne.
I had a hand in it, you know. A hand in what? Capturing him.
He was nowhere near the Kingslayer at the Whispering Wood. He was so drunk he barely made it out of his tent. Next he'll tell us he caught Tyrion too. Nor never lets the truth stand in the way of a good story.
You captured the Kingslayer?
Aye. Well, I had a hand in it.
Aye. A hand round his ankle as 10 others took him down.
See? What did I tell you?
I brought him to his knees.
Lord Forrester.
But not before he...
Deixa eu ver um pouco aqui, galera, rapidão. Deixa assim, o brilho tá bom. Por que escolhe as piores palavras, maninho? Não entendeu? Eu entendi, não. Padrão. Tô isolado, eu também, maninho. Ninguém aqui. Bora, vai. Bom que só tem você. Dá pra prestar atenção mais no game.
You're questioning Norrin's honor. I'm questioning Norrin's story. It grows more far-fetched every time he tells it.
Get your liege lord some wine.
It's your job.
Right, thanks.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Garrett. I'll do it.
Ele tem cara de ser legal.
Has faithfully served House Forrester for centuries. His honor is beyond reproach. House Tully is forever in his debt. They've never seen a field ploughed so well as the day the Kingslayer dragged poor Norrin across the battlefield.
Yeah.
Tonight we celebrate. To Rob Stark, the King in the North!
The King
in the North! Tomorrow, we march on Casterly Rock, and House Forrester has been given the greatest honor to lead the Young Wolf's army and ride as the vanguard!
The gods have favored us. Onward to Casterly Rock! Aye! Death to the Lannisters! Aye!
The North remembers!
Aye! Got it.
Yes, my lord?
I need you to keep an eye out for Roderick. As his father, I could not be more proud of the man he's become. On a night like this, men find false courage at the bottom of their cups. I'd rather he were here.
Jogos até o tema, né? Muito bom, cara. O som da música, as histórias.
On my mind for a while now. Something must be done.
What do you mean?
You've served House Forrester well for several years now, but I can't expect you to squire forever. How shall I reward your loyalty? What can I offer you? You served me well.
Let me fight for you, my lord.
You've more than proven your ability on the battlefield. No man would question that. There were those who had their doubts when your uncle put forth your name.
Salve Daphne, seja bem-vinda a mais uma live aí, já deixa o like aí pra ajudar o canal. Seja bem-vinda, bem-vinda a todos.
My squire, you've erased those doubts entirely. It would be an honor to see you riding by Roderick's side in the vanguard tomorrow. Not as a squire, but as the equal of any man who serves House Forrester. It's well deserved, Garrett. Your hard work has paid off.
Thank you, my lord. I promise. I won't let you down.
That I don't doubt. But for now, keep this between us. We're celebrating tonight. I wouldn't want the other squires to feel discouraged.
Yes, my lord.
Now go, and find Roderick if you can.
I will, my lord. Thank you.
Bloody hell. Empty. Squire! Fetch us more wine!
Can you give me a hand? Come on, make it up to you.
Yeah, no problem.
I have been a squire longer than you.
So?
I outrank you. You should help me. Fetch more wine.
E aí, abestado, como você tá? Tá de boas? Eu chamo você na parte e você nem responde eu, parça. É muito boa, você deveria assistir sim essa série. Pelo que eu não posso ficar olhando muitos comentários, porque eu preciso prestar muita atenção no que os caras falam.
Just my luck to end up with Norrin while you serve the Lord. Let him fetch his own wine for once. He's a drunk, a liar, and an arrogant prick.
It's your job to do the work and stop complaining.
You try squiring for Norin and see how much you like it. See, that's where you're lucky. Low expectations. If I'd grown up covered in pig shit, shovel and slop, well, maybe I'd think saddling his horse was the greatest honour in the Seven Kingdoms. I suppose this beats pig farming. But not by much. This is a job for a pig farmer. All I'm saying is, at this rate we'll never be more than this, which is nothing. The lowest of the low. For all I know, we could be squires for life. All in wine around a fucking wedding. What a waste of fucking time.
Give it time. You'll get there.
More easy for you to say. Maybe if my uncle were castellan at House Forrester, I'd feel different.
Who my uncle is has nothing to do with it. How much further?
It's right over there.
As gêmeas, fortaleza da casa Frey, o casamento vermelho. Isso aí, valeu aí, Vinícius.
You lot have drunk your share. Good thing Lord Walder's in a generous mood.
Fucking phrase.
Nice night for a wedding. Not often he finds a willing husband for one of his daughters.
Mano, vai dar bom.
Don't expect me to carry it for you, Sir Garrett. What? What's wrong? What's gotten into you?
Ok, sem problema.
Rather odd. You've had too much wine.
We have enough wine.
Then take the fucking flagon already.
What's wrong with him? Something the matter?
Owen, we have to go.
You go if you're in such a rush. But what about... What the hell was that about? Slow down, would you? What's the rush? You don't need a fucking run. Run!
Sabia que ia dar ruim, mano. Caraca. É bom vocês assistirem, hein? Compensa muito. Só que não tem nada a ver com o jogo, só pra avisar. É isso aí. Eu tô quieto. Nossa, mano, tô prestando atenção demais nessa hora. Por isso que eu tô quieto, galera. Nossa. Você é doido, cara. Caralho, isso aí. Eu nem sabia que era esse botão pra apertar, mas faço isso.
We have to get back. Give them the key.
Ah, entendi como funciona.
Ready, boys? Whoa!
Paulo Ricardo, salve maninho, seja bem-vindo ao canal aí. Se inscreva no canal caso você goste do canal. Deixe seu like também para poder fortalecer o canal aí, maninho. E é nóis. Caramba. Se comporte, se aconchegue aí e vem pra live. Se acomode aí. Eu tava esquecendo dessa frase. Ai, caramba. Caraca, é bem complicado, velho. Ele pode ser mais rápido. Muito melhor. Mas no começo eu não escolhi fazer tudo. Todos os jogos. jogos da Telltale assim, porque os 3 da Walking Dead que eu joguei fez diferença. Viu, ó, não faz diferença. Isso aí, maninho. Meta aqui não tá mais. Cara, vou ter que chamar ele.
Good fucking riddance.
Garrett, did you find Roderick?
Speak up, Garrett.
Did you see him or not?
The Freys. They slaughtered him, my lord.
Find a weapon, quickly!
Salve, Kratos, como é que você tá, maninho? Só de boas? Seja bem-vindo a mais uma live aí.
Go, my lord, while there's still time.
We have to keep moving, my lord.
I'd never make it. They'll hunt us down like dogs.
Well, the Frey says time's over.
Guard this with your life. Return it to Ironrath, where it belongs. There's no time to waste. I'll be damned if I let it fall into the hands of those traitors.
What the Frey says
You have to go.
upstairs, you're welcome to the fucking torch.
I will do as you command, my lord.
You have served me well. I know I can count on you. Tell your uncle. Tell him. The North Grove must never be lost. Tell no one
Nicolas,
but him
salve,
that
maninho.
you
Como você tá?
understand.
Só de boa?
You must swear. Tell only your uncle Duncan. The future of the house may depend on it.
I swear that I will, my lord.
Hey, it's those foresters.
On your honor, you must do this for your house. Go!
Kill those fucking
Já deixa o like aí, maninho, pra poder ajudar a live aí. Aproveitar que tá com 3 likes, depois vai ficar 7. Só pra poder ajudar, maninho.
With love from the Frey.
Beleza. Valeu, maninho. Troféu conquistado pela noite. Nossa. episódio 1, Ferro do Gelo. Mano, aquela música do Game of Thrones, meu Deus, velho. Muito boa, cara. Muito, muito, muito boa mesmo, mano. Terras do Foresters. Estrada Real. O que é Foresters? Esses games da Telltale eu amo muito, velho. Vocês não tem noção, galera. Gosto demais. Demais. Olha aí, beleza. Beleza, moleque. Meu porquinho, tudo bem? Como vai? Ó, tem sangue nisso. É doido. Entendi. Ó, tem uns paranoia aqui, ó. Olhar. Blood.
Fresh.
Tá fresco. Mano, os jogos do Telltale é muito bom porque é tipo desenhado. Parece que sai de um quadro, sei lá. Olhar porco morto. E ele deve ter sido atacado por algum animal ou algo do gênero. Mas não importa. O importante é que eu trago as gameplay pra vocês entenderem a história e tudo, entendeu? Porque, mano, nossa, velho, eu gosto muito dos jogos da Telltale Game, velho. Só não comprei The Walking Dead porque eu já tenho e já zerei também. Mas o episódio passa rápido, não sei, maninho. Eu nunca joguei do Game of Thrones. Eu vou fazer... acho que são 5 episódios, se não me engano. É tipo capítulo 1, episódio 1. Capítulo 1, episódio 2. Entendeu? Deve ser assim.
Bolton better give us fucking titles for this.
Olha só.
But at least still have his bacon.
Toicinho. Tá louco. Isso é ruim, hein, cara.
Move along, boy. There's nothing for you here.
Father.
I said move on. Unless you want to get fed to the fucking pigs.
I'm going to kill you.
É o pai
Is
dele, mano.
that so? You can try if you like. And then we'll feed you to the pigs.
Eu vou tentar, mas vai dar ruim.
My land.
This is Bolton land now, boy. Lord Bolton is the new Warden of the North. I reckon he'd like a proper lordly sword like that.
Ah, caramba.
No. I'll have that sword, boy.
Nem ferrando.
Come get it, you bastard.
Ah, afinal, não vem com essa noite. É que você não sabe lutar, velho. Então vai dar ruim pra caramba. Pra clicar é bem ruim também.
Alright. Finish this fucking pig farmer. Pathetic. You really are a pig farmer, aren't you?
Ah, vou pegar esse aqui. É mais longo. Aí, nossa, na goela do bichão. Ah, o machadinho lá no piso. Errou. Calma. Lembra que o jogo não solta o tempo pra gente. Pega esse pau. Caraca, mano. Vou tentar. Sai. Ô, louco, velho. Vai ter de última hora isso aqui.
Please, I beg of you. I have a family. They'll never survive without me. I have no quarrel with you. I was only following orders. Thank you.
Ah, ele foi embora, mano.
Whitefield will see you hang for this. That much I promise.
Justiça ou polícia. Ah, vai ser facinho platinar esse Game of Thrones aqui, mano. É só zerar o game e o troféu da platina pipoca na tela, mano. É só zerar o game, mais nada.
Father?
Garrett, you survived. Your sister. Oh, she hid. I tried to stop them.
Morreu, velho. Ah, os jogos eu tô bem sentimental. Por que eu sou vacilão, Pudim? O que eu fiz? A Iron Rat, fortaleza da casa Forrester. O que eu fiz, Pudim? Fusão, faz quanto tempo que começou? Faz 28 minutos, meu ninho. Mas já vai deixando um like aí, se inscreve no canal se você gostar do canal. E é nóis. Muito obrigado, maninho, pelo apoio aí. Se você se inscrever no canal, compartilha com todos os amigos, beleza? É nóis, tamo junto. Agradeço mesmo.
I was too late. They were already dead.
Bring the maester.
Pode pá,
Meet
então,
us in the
Pudim.
Great Hall, quickly.
Tá costurando, quer ver?
2 Whitehill soldiers?
And a Bolton. They killed my family. And for what? My sister, she was only 8 years old.
This never would have happened with the Starks
Pode
in
pá.
power. It's unimaginable. Unacceptable. You have my condolences.
Thank you, Maester.
The blade cut deep, but I should be able
Tá
to shave
chegando
your leg.
geral aí na live aí.
Your justice was swift. Some will call it vengeance. No doubt it was your family. I can't say I would have done any different than you. But the Whitehills won't see it that way.
They attacked me. I had no choice but to defend myself.
Of course. And we can't let the Whitehills just walk all over us. These maggots ought to help prevent infection. Hold the wound open for me, would you?
Caraca, velho. Nossa. Só um pouquinho que abriu. Nossa, velho. Os caras curavam daquele jeito também, hein?
These are dark days, I fear. To lose the lord of the house and the eldest son through such a despicable act of treachery and betrayal. Greater houses than ours have fallen in times such as this. The late Lord Forrester was a good man. And poor Roderick. A serious man, but he would have made a good lord.
Well, what do we do now?
The future of this house is in Lord Ethan's hands now. Although he is young, and altogether unprepared to lead. Right. This might hurt a bit. Hold this for me, will you? I understand from your uncle that Lord Forrester saved your life.
He did.
Rather odd, though, that he chose to save you, his squire, and not his son Roderick. Not that Roderick couldn't handle himself. He was as good with a sword as any man I've seen. It's unfortunate the Citadel doesn't train maesters in the art of warcraft. I imagine I'd be pretty good with a sword.
He gave me a message to deliver.
A message? About what? What did he tell you?
Get my uncle. I was told only to tell him.
Your uncle? I see. Must be rather important, then.
É importante.
Lady Forrester will be here any moment now. I'd like you to walk for me first, to see if you can put any weight on that leg.
Nossa, e a lava tá com um bagulho nele ainda. Ah, que agonia.
Go on. Don't stop now. It's better to let the blood circulate.
Beleza. A Davison tá de olho. Pulso polar. Não adianta ficar escrevendo muito aí não, galera, porque eu não vou poder olhar a cadeira do Lorde. Porque vocês sabem, né? Porque esse jogo aqui não tem que ter atenção 10/10. Mentira, tem que ser 100/100.
The Ironwood Grove.
Só pra avisar, galera, o game não tem nada a ver com a série que se passa, não. A série tá na Netflix, na televisão. Mentira, não sei se tem na Netflix, que é da HBO, então não tenho certeza. Escudo, não quero olhar escudo nenhum, não. Você pode ir pra cá? Vai lá, vai. Atenção, 101/100. É, ué. Tem que ser daquele jeitão. Tapeçaria, não quero olhar. Suprimentos médicos. Olhar, falar com, mostrar a espada para. Oh, vou mostrar a espada para você.
It's a good thing you've done, bringing that back to House Forrester. By right, that belongs to Lord Ethan now.
Ela pertence ao Lord Wilson, louco, cara. Só porque eu achei que ia
You seem to
ficar com a
be
espada.
favoring it. Always sad to see a warrior lose a leg.
I'm fine, Maestro Tingrin. Look, I'll show you.
Acho que eu tenho que ficar olhando esses paranauê loucos aqui. Que bosta, hein? Ah, foi até que legal até. Apesar de ser quase a mesma coisa todo dia, né?
Mira. Still in King's Landing, I suppose. Although, I wonder if they'll bring her home.
Então, né? Você já sabe, né, Daphne? Todo dia, mesma coisa, mas de boa. Ufa, até que enfim, eu já zerei o Minecraft Story Mode. Muito bom.
Talia and Ethan. I suppose Lord Ethan now. Asher.
Sure.
Exiled to Essos, unfortunately. Ryan. Never easy being the fourth-born son. Lady Forrester. She's always been kind to me. Treated me like I was a Forrester myself. Lord Forrester. It was an honor to squire for him. Gregor the Good. Roderick. He was our best warrior by far.
Eu também tô com o maior frio aqui. Página 4 do menu. Ah, peraí.
I may be mistaken. You do seem able to put weight on it.
Cadê? 4 sim. Depois que acabar a live, alguém quiser assistir, ó, ler tudo isso aqui, ó, pode ler, tá? Que eu não vou ler, não. Ah, de celular não é tão da hora porque eles não colocam 100% igual de PC e console. Porque eu zerei o The Walking Dead, zerei no celular também, e não é a mesma coisa. E zerei o Minecraft Story Mode no celular também no PC, e não é a mesma coisa. Olha o Ethan aí. Uncharted. Ah, sei lá, ué. Quem quiser prestar atenção na história, tem que fazer uma gameplay certinha. Só que o meu é gameplay com live, não gameplay em off. Esse aqui é o nosso personagem, né? É. Que? Eu não zerei o The Walking Dead no celular. Não, é ruim. Ah, tá, entendi. Eu sei. Esse aqui parece o Joel, só que bem modificado. Mas lembra, ô Nathan? Ah, pelo menos tá 60 FPS esse negócio aqui.
An ironwood shield.
The strongest wood in the known world. The foresters owe their lives to this wood, and the weapons that come from it. No, you see there? You're limping again.
I'm fine, really.
Quero olhar. Olha o suplemento médico desse negócio, cara.
Rather cute little creatures, aren't they?
I guess.
Mano, os caras curavam com larva, mano. What the fuck? O que é isso aqui? Mostrou um... Ah, tá, entendi. Eu posso alterar e usar.
This might help.
Tão natural quanto a luz do dia, mas que preguiça boa me deixa aqui à toa. Hoje ninguém
you do seem
vai
better than was to
estragar
be
meu dia.
expected. I believe your leg will be fine. Only time will tell, but... Lady Forrester.
Welcome home, Garrett. We're all relieved to know you survived.
Thank you, my lady.
Talia asked to see you.
Garrett, I heard what happened. Is it true? Your family... I'm so sorry.
Me too.
Off to bed now. Hurry on.
Coitado do chorão, faleceu. Ah, ele era tão legal, Charlie Brown.
Garrett was just telling me how valiantly Lord Forrester fought to the end, even when all was lost. I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know. Whatever you can recall.
He was a hero, my lady. The bravest man on the battlefield by far.
Yet he was unable to save his own son.
You were sure it was chaos and confusion. But if you can remember anything, I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know.
He fought valiantly, my lady.
Of course he did. He was House Forrester's best.
This has been so incredibly difficult for us, especially the children. But I was told you were the last to see my husband alive.
Yes, my lady.
I know it may be difficult to remember, but if I may ask, was there anything he said?
Any last words before he passed? If you can remember. It would mean so much to the family.
He mentioned something about the North Grove.
The North Grove? What of it?
He said, the North Grove must never be lost.
The North Grove. Interesting.
I see. You have the Forester's sword.
This belongs with Ethan now. He's the new lord of the house.
Thank you, Garrett.
Of course, my lady.
It demands a response.
It's too dangerous, especially now.
Now is the time to prove our strength.
I'll be sure it's given to Ethan.
Against aggression. Duncan, this was our land. They were our people. Your family.
I share your outrage, Sir Royland. I do. But now is not the time to provoke the White Hills. Not with Ramsay Snow coming to see us bend the knee.
The hell with Ramsay Snow, the bastard.
Garrett, you understand what this means. You killed a Bolton, and Ramsay Snow will want his retribution.
We're the ones that should be demanding retribution. This happened on Forrester land.
They attacked me!
And they'll say they were keeping the peace in the name of House Bolton. It's an argument you cannot win. We have to be smart. Ramsay Snow will be here within the week.
And what would you have us do? Nothing.
I would have us use our heads, while they're still attached to our shoulders.
Garrett has lost as much as anyone else within these walls. Maybe you can talk some sense into your uncle.
Garrett's suffered enough already. You ask too much of the boy.
He deserves to be heard. It was his family they killed.
My uncle's right. We need to be smart.
Smart. Eddard Stark was smart. And look where that got him. So, what's to be done?
Ultimately, it will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
He's just a boy who can barely hold a sword. He knows nothing of how to lead men.
He is the lord of this house, and he needs our help. It's bad enough the Boltons would have us bend the knee and swear fealty. But now, this. I'll accuse you of murder, and us of protecting you.
The boy was just defending himself.
I'm not faulting him for what he did.
I'd have done the same, as any man would.
It's just the excuse Ramsay Snow would need to put us to the torch and kill us all.
I'd like to see them try.
I'm afraid it's a risk we cannot take, which is why you cannot stay.
Cannot stay? Duncan, the boy has suffered enough.
But where would I go?
The one place beyond the reach of even House Bolton.
Pera aí, galera, tá me incomodando ver vocês mandando mensagem e eu não lendo. Me incomoda isso. Pudim sumiu, eu comi tudo. O aspirador de pau morreu. Como assim, fusão? Não entendeu. Ah, entendi. Bora continuar.
You're sending him to the wall. The boy's done nothing wrong.
Not in the eyes of the Boltons. I'm afraid it's the only solution. Especially now, when the house is so vulnerable.
Uncle, you can't send me to the wall. I'm not a criminal.
There'd be nothing we could do to protect you. To stay would bring destruction upon us all. I know that's not what you want. I know it's difficult to understand. But you must think of the house.
Still not right.
No, it's not. But it's what's best.
That settles it then.
You can have my horse, and I'll see you have plenty of food. But we haven't much time. The White Hills will come looking for you.
Como assim, vem aqui e te dá um abraço? Tá falando isso pra quem, Daphne? Pro Kaique?
Were it up to me, I'd gladly drive a sword through Lord Whitehill's heart if given the chance. I would. And God's willing, someday I will. But for now, I have House Forrester to consider first. I know you're not a criminal, but Lord Forrester would be proud that you're putting the interests of the house ahead of your own. Many of Lord Forrester's best men have volunteered for the war. His own great-uncle was a ranger with the Night's Watch.
I'll do what's best.
Which often isn't what's easiest, but necessary nonetheless.
I've been waiting for the right moment to tell you.
What? What is it?
It's important. Lord Forrester asked me to give you a message. He said, the North Grove can never be lost.
Sorry, you caught me by surprise. It's not often discussed, if ever.
He said tell only you.
For good reason. Most don't even know it exists. They think it's just a myth made up by wildlings and fools, and it's better kept that way. I assume you kept your word. You haven't told anyone else, have you? This is important, Garrett. I need to know the truth.
I told Lady Forrester, and Maester Ortengrin overheard.
I appreciate your honesty. But Lord Forrester's message was not meant for their ears. I'll speak with Lady Forrester, and I'll deal with the Maester. He's the last person I would trust with this information. Which is why, from this day forward, this must be our secret. Soon, I may need your help. But I can't say anything more just yet. Just know the North Grove may very well be vital to the future of this house. But don't breathe a word of it to anyone at the wall. Become a ranger if you can. It will help. Iron from ice.
Iron from ice.
Remember, you represent House Forrester. Your actions at the wall will reflect the honor and dignity of the house.
I'll make you proud.
You already have.
Garrett, wait! Be safe.
O anãozinho tá aqui também na série também. Tô ligado. Eu já vi alguns spoilers do game antes de lançar. Quer dizer, antes do lançamento dele. Troféu conquistado, um longo caminho.
Ethan?
E não sei. Facinho platinar esse jogo, mano. Ethan Forrester, Lorde da Casa Forrester. Esse aqui é o Lorde da Casa Forrester? O cara é uma criança. E ele vai ajudar em quê, mano?
He hides too well, and if he were smart, he would reveal himself.
I don't like this game anymore. Maybe something happened to him.
Ethan's fine. He's just forgotten this is a game.
I win!
Congratulations, your lordship.
Don't worry. It's just a game, Ryan.
Stupid game. I don't like it.
He was worried you were gone.
I thought we'd never find you again.
I'm right here. And I promise, I'm not going anywhere.
I wish Mira was here. And Asher. And Roderick.
I do too. But Mira's in King's Landing and...
Can't she come home? I don't want her to die too.
Ryan, she's perfectly safe, I promise you.
I don't want Garrett to die either. Maester Ortengrin said he got sent to the wall. I'll miss Garrett. He was nice.
Garrett is strong. He can take care of himself.
No one will tell me what Garrett did, but it must have been serious. I heard Duncan and Sir Royland talking. They said someone will come here looking for revenge.
Everyone's worried about you, but I'm not. I know you'll protect us.
Who said they're worried about me?
Well, Sir Royland for one. He says you can't fight very well.
What?
And he calls you a milksop.
Sir Royland forgets himself. After all, you are the lord of the house now.
I don't care what he says. I can protect you.
What does milksop mean?
I don't know. But I know it's not good.
Ethan, you should let Sir Royland teach you how to wield a sword. Like a man. He taught Roderick and Asher, and he even showed me how to fight. Properly, I mean.
A lord should know how to fight.
Do you remember when we were younger? When we all used to play here? You, me, Roderick, Asher. We'd all be out here for hours.
Yeah! Where was I?
You weren't born yet.
We had so much fun. But then, well, then everything changed. Roderick became so serious, the Lord in training. And Asher just got angry at everything. Promise me you won't be like that. Please, just be you. I like you the way you are. I know a lord has many responsibilities, but you don't need to be like them.
I promise I won't change.
Good, because I'd rather have a brother than a lord.
You'll have to have both, I'm afraid.
But since you're the new lord, you can do anything you want.
I suppose.
Everyone will have to do as you say. So I could have all the sweets I want.
If only it were that simple. It would be nice if someone did what I wanted for once. But Ethan will be a good lord. A proper lord.
As many as you'd like, yes.
Really?
Of course. Why not?
Lord Ethan, you're needed in the Great Hall at once. Quickly, on your feet.
What's the matter?
Lord Whitehill has arrived, unannounced and certainly unexpected. He's come demanding justice.
Can't he meet with Duncan? He is the Castellan.
Stay with us. Please, Ethan.
He's demanding an audience with the Lord. We really must go.
It's your decision. You are the Lord.
If I were Lord, I would command Ethan to stay, with his family.
Fine. If that's what's required of me.
Very well then.
Falou e abestado. Até mais. Até que tá bem interessante. Não lembrava que tinha tanta conversa, tanto quanto perguntas. Pelo menos no Telltale Games não é igual ao Until Dawn, que só faz pergunta pra nada.
Lord Whitehill is in a lather. I assume you explained to Lord Ethan why they're here?
Business with Garrett. I told him.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
Was. It makes no difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction. Out there, you were decisive and firm. Now do it again with these bastards.
Let's not do something rash. Things are bad enough as it is.
I can handle Lord Whitehill.
Well said, my lord.
Now is not the time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he already is. He's got 5 times as many men, and the backing of House Bolton.
All the more reason to stand up for ourselves. Only cowards and dead men roll over.
Que fita, hein?
Lord Ethan, is it? My condolences for your father and brother. The late Lord Forrester was no friend to me or my house, but to his family it's still a loss. My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself. I've been waiting for this day all my life. The Forresters finally get their due. Aye. Hold your tongue, you coward. And no bread and salt! What kind of fucking house receives a lord with no fucking bread and salt? You bloody amateur. No courtesies. I should have expected as much. Bloody Forresters.
Calm yourself, old man.
You little fuck! That's how you talk to a lord? You Forresters have shit on us for generations. Well, now the Starks are no longer around to have your back, are they? We're the power in the north now.
Roose Bolton is the Warden of the North.
Aye. And we've been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries, you cunt.
Lord Ethan, you're losing control of this.
We all serve House Bolton now.
I'm not finished. Maybe if you hadn't been so fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. We had no fucking choice but to harvest what was left.
What is it you want, Lord Whitehill?
Your man, the squire. We were minding our own business. Keeping the king's peace, as his lordship here said. When your man attacked us for no reason.
Hear that? Attacked for no reason.
No reason? You murdered his family.
Then you admit it was your man who killed my men. And a pig farmer at that. How do you answer for your squire, Lord Ethan? He acted in your name. And you are the lord of this house.
We lost people too, Lord Whitehill. Your men murdered his entire family.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. Soldiers worth 100 of their type. Where's the fucking coward who killed my men? I know he's here. What have you done with him?
We haven't seen him. He was never here.
You little liar. I will find him. By the gods, you better hope I do, because if I don't, I'm holding you responsible. And you'll answer for what he's done. I'm not leaving until I have my justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton. What kind of fucking house is this?
A house of honorable men.
Lady Forrester.
You bellow like a wounded boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
I mean no disrespect to you, my lady, considering your losses and all. But this is not over.
It's over when my son says it is.
This is over, Lord Whitehill.
Ethan is Lord of Ironrath now. By rights, his word is law here. If that displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
That lad may be lord of this house, but Lord Bolton will have the final say. I'll send him a raven letting him know a Forrester man killed one of his own. That the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
You're a craven, Lord Whitehill.
Agora eu tô prestando atenção na história, por isso que eu fiquei mudo. Só fazer essa escolha aqui, você tem que fazer certinho, porque aqui existe uma parte de final, uma parte de escolha, uma escolha pior a outra.
He stood up to him like a true lord.
You were brave, my son. But you'll need to be braver still when Ramsay Snow arrives to see you bend the knee. Prepare a raven. We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at once.
Entendeu?
Your sister can help us. Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favor. And Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay. If it's presented to her as it should be.
O nome da madeira é pau de ferro, mano. Olha o nome. Bruna, Daphne, Rocha. Hashtag Kaique 10k te ama. What the fuck? Como assim? Não entendi.
Father, much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can. Ethan made this for me. It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me. It once belonged to Lady Elena.
Essa é a voz dela?
Asher sent me this coin to remember him. What a strange place, Essos.
Parece voz de uma criança que tá lendo, tipo quando tá lendo em terceira pessoa, tá ligado?
Wonders made by man, by by Lomas Longstrider.
Aí eu falei isso aí, né? Voz de terceira pessoa. Igualzinho, mano.
I hope to see them all someday.
Sei lá, maninho, tomara que não. O cara já chega jogando praga, tá ligado? O cara quer nem saber.
King's Landing. I wonder if it's sunny at Ironrath today.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
One moment.
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
No, it's fine. Come in.
Begging your pardon, milady, but are you alright? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
I'm just worried about my family.
Ah, matter from home, is it?
It's kind of you to ask.
Of course, milady. You've always been kind to me.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady. You work for Lady Marjorie? I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
I'm her handmaiden.
That's what I thought. I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends. I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
They appeared to be having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but it was definitely an argument.
Why are you telling me this?
I heard them arguing about House Forrester and...
House Forrester?
I thought you'd like to know. Forgive me if I was mistaken. I hope you're not in any kind of trouble. Most people don't tend to notice a callboy. Not in King's Landing, with so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there. Good night, milady.
Lady Marjorie, you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss. From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining. And your poor family as well.
You're very kind, my lady.
Of course, Mira, but you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north, whose family fought for Robb Stark.
A que tá ali atrás é eu, quando eu tô com os meus amigos. Os caras começam a conversar e você fica lá atrás, lá. Isolado.
She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself. Her face was full of mirth as she said it.
What does she intend to do?
She intends to make you miserable, knowing that will make me miserable as well. She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort, for what I don't know, but She's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
I'll do as you ask, my lady.
I knew I could trust you. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear. See if the Queen Regent is ready to receive us.
Tá vivo sim, só que os caras devem estar prestando atenção na história, sei lá eu. A armadura do cara. Parece que ele te enterrar essa armadura.
I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Good luck.
Silvio Play.
You can do this.
Olha o anãozinho ali, ó. Se for ele que eu tô pensando, é ele mesmo.
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
I am honored, Your Grace.
Yet not honored enough to kneel, I see.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl.
Essa mulher é chata,
Is your
mano.
family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is. The girl can speak for her house.
Joffrey is the one true king, Your Grace.
And yet, for centuries the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
They were the Wardens of the North. We all served at the pleasure of the king.
Clever girl.
Perhaps too clever for her own good.
The girl did name Joffrey as the one true king.
Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
He is the Warden of the North, Your Grace.
He is. And I the Queen Regent and Tyrion the Master of Coin.
The girl has a remarkable talent for answering questions while in fact saying nothing at all.
Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Yes, Your Grace.
It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
Yes, Your Grace. I would do anything.
I see.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
I won't judge her, Your Grace. I wasn't there. I didn't face her decisions.
Aren't you a delightful girl? If only one could flit through life without ever holding an opinion of their own.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she would...
Let the girl answer the question. Go on.
My loyalties would never conflict, Your Grace.
That's a coward's answer. I will not have my time wasted by a northern girl who thinks she can play games. Who do you choose?
I must choose Marjorie, Your Grace.
Clearly your handmaiden does not have her priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
I'm not quite sure what to make of her. Not surprising, I suppose, for a northern girl, but not very encouraging either. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
I'll walk you out. This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
You were brave to declare your loyalty to Lady Marjorie. No doubt she was pleased, but Cersei, she will not soon forget what you said. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining. But it certainly wasn't what Cersei was expecting.
I did it for Lady Marjorie.
As you should. And of course she has your best interests at heart. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The Crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the Crown in this regard, not her.
I wouldn't want to anger Cersei.
And you'd be wise not to. But I suppose the Crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous.
I'm sorry, Lord Tyrion, but it's a risk I cannot afford.
I admire your discretion. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
Thank you for the advice, Lord Tyrion.
Just be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Mira, I was worried. How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing. It's more than a little intimidating.
It didn't go very well.
I'm sorry. Cersei is known for being rather difficult. But at least it's over now. Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons.
Porque o Pudim não tá fazendo nada. Do Pudim, louco. Karine pergunta. Não sei, mano, nem tô prestando atenção nos comentários. Prestando atenção aqui no game.
Jamie, I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah!
What? It's true. Tell the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour, which I doubt is Dornish for wife.
He is quite handsome.
And quite passionate, from what I've heard. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like.
Vai ser legal.
Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen? He does have a certain look about him, and he's always treated Lady Marjorie well. Which is more than you can say for his mother.
I'd marry anyone if it helped my family.
Right. Of course. Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the 7 Kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden. Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match! Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing?
Conversando, é.
Well? Sarah?
I'm sorry, my lady.
As am I. We shouldn't have been messing about.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was rather disappointed by your display, Mira. I'm just glad it's over. King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
People are not always so easy to please. If you showed Cersei your true heart, she would stab it with a fork.
You learn very quickly.
Your
Your words to Cersei were brave, but I know you must fear what the Boltons might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important. I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
Snatch Dog, saudades, cara. Caraca. Ufa, até que enfim baixou, hein? Meu Deus, cara. Só falta Antinal, beleza, mano. Jogo Kings of Floor logo online, mano. É muito bom. Caraca, Snatch Dog, eu achei que nunca mais ia aparecer esse mano, velho. Bora continuar com a história tá boa, mano. Tá muito boa. Eu tô gostando muito desse game. É que eu curto game assim, tá ligado, galera? Aí eu quero saber sobre vocês, se vocês estão gostando ou não.
Go on. Ask.
Forgive me, my lady. I wouldn't otherwise ask this of you, but my mother insisted. It's about my family.
Ramsay Snow. What would you have me do?
My mother fears our family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. She thought, if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown. I know
galera,
it's
falei
a
pra
lot
mim
to
que
ask
vocês estão
of you,
achando do game.
and I wouldn't otherwise, but...
Pode pá. Ufa! Maninho, você vai jogar Game of Thrones. Mano, só fala uma coisa, só joga se você for prestar atenção na história. Se for clicar qualquer resposta, tu vai se ferrar no final. Porque o Until Dawn, no final só tem um. Agora, da Telltale Games, que é um jogo de pergunta e resposta, mano, qualquer perguntinha, mano, já muda tudo, tá ligado? Uns 300 mil opções pra você fazer. Então, galera, falei pra mim o que vocês estão achando do game. Tá chato, legal?
That is no small request, especially now.
I know, my lady, and I wouldn't ask this of you otherwise. But my mother has left me no choice. She insisted.
Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks, and now you would have me ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire?
You can't, my lady. King Joffrey won't like it. Just think how he turned on Lady Sansa. I will forever be in your debt. My family will forever be in your debt.
I don't know, Mira. If Cersei were to find out...
You're the only one who can help me. You have power over him, Lady Marjorie, as no one else does. Not even his mother.
Não, maninho. Depois que eu zerar o Game of Thrones, eu vou baixar o Life is Stranger, porque não tem espaço, porque o meu videogame só 500 GB. Aí eu vou trazer pro canal, porque Life is Stranger é muito bom também. É de escolha, essas coisas e tal. É da hora. Amo esse tipo de jogo aí sim, maninho. Da hora. Eu já joguei todos The Walking Dead também, só falta o Michonne, que tá da hora também. Eu achei um pouco chato, desculpa ser hater. Ah não, de boa, maninho. Tem gente que não gosta desse tipo de jogo mesmo. Tá de boas. Fala o resto do pessoal aí, o que tá achando do game.
Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.
Tá bom, maninho. Se não pegou o quest, tá de boa. Estrada real. Mata de lobos. Maldito cavalo, deixou pra trás. Ixi, agora vai dar ruim. Ah, o Michonne é curtinho? Ah, entendi. O da hora do The Walking Dead 1, mano, é que lá do 400 Days, tá ligado? Que é o 400 dias lá. É daorinha também.
Let's play a little game, shall we? Did you know my ancestors wore the skins of their enemies as a coat?
Eita cuzão.
Not my best work, unfortunately. I suppose I have fallen out of practice. But he didn't make it easy. What with all that bloody noise?
Like a drowning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
As my father likes to say, a naked man holds few secrets. But the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father was the Warden of the North.
He does now. How much further is it to these foresters?
A day, my lord. 2 at most.
What was that?
My lord?
Shh! Listen. There. Hear that? I know I heard something. Never mind. We've wasted enough time already.
Nossa, velho. Fiz a coisa certa. Mostra um pouco do Nick da série. Entendi, maninho. Aí sim, hein, Snatch Dogs. Tá aprendendo a gostar de jogo. Eu tô com medo de ver uma coisa que eu não quero. Deixa eu ver um pouco aqui. Olá, você tá bem? Caraca! Cê é louco, cachorro!
Lord Ethan, as I was saying, you are young. And there are those within these walls who are uncertain of your leadership. But 300 generations of Forester Lords stand behind you. Lord Gerhard the Tall, who founded our house, and your grandfather, Lord Thorin the Bold, who seized back the river valley from the White Hills.
What did they call my father?
Lord Gregor the Good. He was fair and wise, and courageous in battle.
I want to be like that, like my father.
Your father was well regarded by nearly everyone. It took years, if not decades, to earn. These were your father's people to lead and protect, and now they're yours. But your father did not bear this responsibility alone. He and every Forester Lord before him chose one man whom they trusted above all others, the Lord Sentinel. Forester traditions demand that a new Lord Sentinel must be chosen.
Keep walking, you craven son of a whore. Move! Summon the Lord! We need his judgment.
I've done nothing wrong! I was only trying to survive!
Ih, caramba, pronto.
Lord Ethan. Miss.
Why did you kick this man?
This craven is a deserter and a thief.
This house is doomed! We all fucking know it!
Quiet.
Calma aí.
A thief. Eric was supposed to be guarding our weapons, but instead we caught him stealing them.
2 shields and 3 spears.
Why did you do it?
Because I've no wish to die. Yes, my lord. I fled. We should all flee. It's not stealing if you're taking what's yours by right.
He speaks
He's
true.
right. I've a family to feed. And not 2 coins to rub together since Lord Gregor left us to rot here. Where's our pay? Our share of bread and wine grows smaller every day.
Leave the poor man alone!
Mercy, go!
Lord Ethan, I know these words are hard, but they're honest. This house is falling. We'll never survive the coming winter. Most of us won't even live to see it.
We are in this together.
You say that, but it won't be you who's starving come winter.
you'll address him as Lord. Lord Ethan, you must decide the punishment. Lord Gregor always took a thief's fingers. 3 of them.
Now may not be the time for harsh punishment. The men are on edge as it is.
Men need to know they cannot do whatever the fuck they please. Their lord will not permit it.
You can send him to the wall.
Todo mundo já me odeia. Só vai esse cara, os caras vão odiar mais ainda.
Take his fingers! He's a thief! If you punish me, you'll be punishing an innocent man. It will be an injustice, my lord. Please, my lord. My family depends on me. Our house tends to its people. See, this man is paid and his family is fed. Lord Ethan, you are truly a merciful and noble lord.
My lord, this man is a criminal. A brazen thief.
He still serves House Forrester and deserves our protection.
He's a rat in our grain stores.
My lord, we must speak about our gold reserves. Soon.
My lord, I thank you for the mercy you've shown me. I will never forget my debt to you and to this house.
Aqui o negócio de escolha é, nossa, pressão até não poder mais. Principalmente Game of Thrones, mano. Sério, mais um troféu. Mano, aqui o negócio é brutal.
But a lord must mete out punishment when it's due.
Not just yourself, of course.
You can weigh on any lord.
Maester, what do you think?
Me?
Yes. Did I do what's right?
Disloyalty shouldn't be rewarded if others will take advantage of your mercy. You heard what the thief said. I expect this sort of thing will happen again. But a sentinel can help you in the face of disloyalty. You need someone you can trust by your side. Someone you can rely on, no matter the circumstance. Possessing wisdom.
And I'm sure you think you'd be the perfect choice.
Me? Oh, gods no. I can't get involved. I am a maester. At the Citadel, I swore an oath to serve as such. There are 2 capable men for the role. They both want the job, but neither thinks very highly of the other.
How do I decide between them?
Talk to them. Solicit the opinion of people close to you. Here, the bracer of the Sentinel. The badge of office. Tonight is your first small council meeting. It would be wise to bestow this bracer upon your chosen sentinel then, to show that you are decisive and in control of this house. Your sentinel will wear this for all to see.
I'll make the right choice as sentinel.
Come speak with me when you're ready to convene the small council, my lord.
Pra que você comprou R$100 no cartão da Plus? O que você vai comprar? E aí, ô Gueiros, o que você vai comprar? Entrar torre. Posso olhar comida. Vou falar com o Luca. Deixa eu ver o que tem mais pra fazer aqui.
Ethan. Or should I say Lord Ethan?
Hello, Uncle Malcolm.
I saw what you did today. It's not an easy thing to do, showing mercy to a man who admits his guilt. But if you'll excuse me, my lord, I should finish packing before nightfall. I hope to be off tomorrow. At first light.
Uncle, why are you packing? You're not going somewhere, are you?
Your mother asked me to cross the narrow sea to find your brother, Asher.
Asher?
She has asked me to return with him, to help the house.
She said nothing of this to me.
Because she fears you will not agree. I told her my place is here, that I'll be of no help to you in Essos. But she insisted. I will hold, of course, until you've spoken with her about this. Just try to be kind to her. She's been living a nightmare made real. But you know that just as well.
She's my mother. I know how to speak to her.
I'm sure you do.
But my mother's fears are not the only ones I face. My people are scared as well. I'm told I must choose a sentinel.
If I may be so bold, Sir Royland is the man for the job. He'd be a fine choice. And I'd trust him. Aye, Sir Royland is the man you want.
Why Sir Royland?
We are at war. You need a warrior by your side. Royland has the respect of his men and will bring strength and discipline to this house. Duncan would offer sage advice, but now is not the time to negotiate. Not with the likes of Ramsay Snow.
Thank you, Uncle.
Ethan, I need to talk to you.
Sexta-feira 13 tá cento e pouco, não tá R$100.
Mother told me Mira has asked for Lady Marjorie's help.
Did she?
I knew we could rely on Mira. She always thinks of family above all else. Hopefully Lady Marjorie's influence will be enough. But right now I'm more concerned about you. I saw what you did to that man.
I can't afford any more mistakes. Everyone knows what happened with Lord Whitehill. Garrett being sent to the war without my knowledge.
I know. And that wasn't your fault.
I'm the Lord. It's my responsibility. The people want me to lead. They need me to, but...
What? Ethan, please. Tell me.
I wish Father were here.
We all do, but Father is gone. You are the lord of this house, which is why you must be strong. You're just as capable as Asher or Roderick ever were. I know it. I only wish you did too.
You've always given me good advice. Thank you.
Manjo sim, maninho. Por quê? Não 100%, mas manjo. Pode falar aí. Qual é essa dúvida?
Duncan.
Yes, my lord.
I have much to consider and face a difficult decision.
Perhaps I can help. Your father often sought my counsel.
As Lord, I must name a sentinel.
Of course. And if I may ask, who do you favor for the role? Perhaps I can share my insight. And talking can sometimes help you make a decision.
Thank you, Duncan. I appreciate your advice.
I'm at your service, my lord.
Viciado com S, tá bom, cara.
Our provisions are rather low, my lord. I made the count again, just to be sure. But it doesn't look good.
How bad is it? How long could we hold the house?
We couldn't withstand a siege, my lord. If the Boltons or the White Hills cut us off and wait us out, we'd only last a fortnight. But there are steps we can take. In the past, we've demanded food from the small folk to replenish our stores. We can do it again, if you'd like. We've done it before in desperate times. The last long winter, my family had to give all our pigs to the house.
No, there must be something else we can do.
Well, I hope we find it soon. We won't have much room to maneuver if we don't have the option of holding fast. I can speak to the huntsmen and trappers. Perhaps they can do more. My lord.
Que merda, hein? Eu trago, Curtius. Você me dá um Resident Evil pra mim? Se você me der algum Resident Evil, eu posso trazer pra você. Eu só tenho R4 só, cara. É o único que eu posso trazer pro canal. Hein, ô Curtius? Você vai me dar um Resident Evil? Se você me der, tá de boa.
Yes, Lord Ethan. Are you prepared to name your sentinel?
What is it you're doing over here?
Admiring the ironwood, my lord. I studied it at the Citadel. The wood may be black, but I see gold. An entire forest of gold.
What do you mean?
It is our greatest asset, my lord. Why not give some of our ironwood to House Bolton and have them leave us be? We could ransom ourselves. You can hardly put a price on your own life, or the lives of those you love.
A sensible plan, Maester. It may come to that.
I'm glad to hear your mind is open to possibility.
Isso aqui é pra ver.
Are you holding a sword or a turkey leg?
Duncan, I've decided to name you as
Vai
my
pensar no meu
sentinel.
caso?
Congratulations.
Why, thank you, my lord. I'm honored. But are you sure?
Yes, of course.
Beleza, maninho. Você vai pensar no meu caso? Então tá bom, então não reclamo se não tiver Resident Evil, beleza?
To make it official.
Right. I'll tell Maester or Tengrin to do it at once.
Entendeu? Então se você não quiser que eu traga o R4, dá um Resident Evil pra mim. Já que eu só tenho ele. Só Resident Evil 4, mas nenhum. Então, por favor.
My lord, are you now ready to name your sentinel?
Yes, Maester. I'm ready.
Very well. I will convene the small council at once.
Caraca, mano, é muita pressão esse game, velho. Escolha dali, escolha daqui, escolha pra todo lado, mano. Cê é doido.
You may sit.
I believe Lord Ethan has reached his decision.
Before I name my sentinel, I must tell you. Duncan, Royland, this house needs you both.
But you can only choose one, my lord.
Let him be on with it.
Many thought either of you would make a fine sentinel, but I have made my decision. Duncan Tuttle, you will be my sentinel.
Tuttle! This is reckless! Lord Ethan has made his choice. I will not disappoint you, my lord.
Mais um troféu conquistado. Ah, vai ser facinho platinar esse aqui, tô até vendo. Beleza. Maninho, PS4 não tem Resident Evil 3, tá? Só pra te avisar. O único que o PS4 tem é o Resident Evil Revelations, o Revelations 1, o Code Veronica X, Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 5, Resident Evil 6 e o 7, que eu já tenho, é claro. Já trouxe pro canal também, então não quero. Então o Re1, Re2 e Re3 não tem. Mas verdade, maninho, eu posso trazer Resident Evil 1 pro canal. Eu tenho ele aqui, só que é um remake. Hein, ô Kratos? O que você acha? Eu tenho o Resident Evil 1 aqui, remake. Eu posso baixar ele de novo e trazer pro canal.
Sentinel, what do you have to report of Ramsay Snow?
Our scouts say he's only a day's ride from here, with no time to waste.
Who knows what he's capable of? We need to prepare for the worst.
We can devise a plan to deal with him.
The Boltons need our people to harvest the ironwood. Even the bastard Ramsay must understand that.
He's not coming here to negotiate. We must answer with the sword.
That's bloody suicide. You'd gamble with the lives of everyone within these walls. Ignore Sir Royland. You named me Sentinel. I knew this would happen. He cannot be trusted.
This is the bloody small council. Lord Ethan deserves to hear from all of us.
Enough! Would my father have stood for this kind of bickering? Neither will I.
Sir Royland is clearly able and ready to take up arms, but the rest of our soldiers are not. We need to take a cunning approach. Diplomacy can be a sharper instrument than a sword.
The Bolton sigil is a flayed man. Force is the only thing they understand.
Gentlemen, please. Thank the gods Mira has asked Lady Marjorie for her help. It's not too late for the Crown to intervene on our behalf, but we must have a plan if Mira's efforts are not successful. I trust Mira's judgment. I don't doubt she did everything within her power to help us.
Mother, what do you recommend we do?
We must give him whatever he wants and be done with it. It's too dangerous to do otherwise.
Mas a gente não tem nada.
Why not make an offering for peace, my lord?
Yeah, the wisdom of the Citadel.
We can give the Boltons ironwood in exchange for their protection.
You must be mad. It's pure folly to just give away the only currency we have to bargain with.
Enough!
Ô merda, o que é diplomacia?
My new sentinel favors a certain approach, and I agree. I shall use diplomacy with Lord Snow. I would be foolish to pick a fight without negotiating first. I'll offer our allegiance, and try to reach a reasonable agreement.
Não, tá certo.
If
Barganha
you
outra
aren't ready
coisa.
for a fight, you're bound to lose when one breaks out.
Ethan has made his opinion known, and you will respect his decision.
Forgive us, my lord. We are, of course, here to serve you, as we served your father.
Aye.
Well then, let's decide how we shall set the stage for Ramsay's arrival. Invite him into this hall, and meet him face to face, lord to lord.
Ramsay Snow is no lord. That's absurd. You meet him at the gate with as much force as we can muster. Make him wait. Let him gaze upon Ironrath. And when he enters, he'll know it's only because you allowed it.
Lord Ethan?
I will meet him in the Great Hall.
A wise move, my lord.
It's careless. Can't you see Tuttle is steering you wrong?
That's enough, Royland. Lord Ethan has given his command.
How many years have I served this house? I cannot listen to that bloody idiot anymore. Forgive me, my lord, but you are not ready to be lord of this house. You're likely to get us all killed.
Apologies, my son. But now that it is settled... we know what we must do.
Beleza, então, Quakes. Vou trazer o Resident Evil 1
and we will
Remake.
not offer our ironwood.
And don't worry, Lord Ethan. I will stand beside you, where your sentinel belongs.
Then perhaps we should adjourn.
Resident Evil 1 Remake, eu
My
vou
lord,
morrer pra
I have
caramba.
fought for this family for many years. Do not forget that.
Eu não vou me esquecer.
There will always be those who question your leadership, which is why you need allies you can rely on. Family. Mira has done everything she can in King's Landing, but there are others who can help us. What about your brother, Asher?
Malcolm told me. You want to bring him back.
He's a skilled fighter. But what's more, he has the will to fight. A hunger for it. He always protected you and your sister. And we need all the help we can get.
Yes, I hear what you're saying.
Do you remember the miller's boy? How he tormented you? I wanted to intervene, but your father said Ethan must fight his own battles. But when Asher saw it, he didn't take a breath. He grabbed the miller's boy by the neck. That was his first instinct. Asher knocked out half the poor boy's teeth. Of course, your father was furious, but you were in danger and there was nothing else Asher needed to know. Asher does not hesitate. He acts, and we need that. You have many fine qualities. But you do not have that anger inside you. It's something we could use.
Asher is dangerous and unpredictable. His presence could help or hurt.
Having another sword at your side always helps, especially now. I'm trying to do what's best for this family, what this family needs. Ethan, let me send Malcolm to Essos.
Fine. Malcolm will go to Essos and bring Asher back.
Thank you, Ethan. I'm glad you will let me do this. Know that you never stand alone. You are a Forrester. Mira stands with us, and she may be able to help us yet.
Ah, mano, tá uma merda, velho. Putz, mano, por que eu fui jogar esse game e seguir a história, mano? Fazer tudo certo, mano. É muito complicado, é muita coisa que tem que fazer, mano. Aposentos da Senhora Marguerite, Fortaleza Vermelha, Porto Real. Sim, maninho, eu jogo Critical Ops, sim, maninho. Jogo sim. Muito legal. Vamos ver o que essa chave serve.
Marjorie? Oh. Lady Marjorie is still with the king. I thought you'd want to know.
Thank you.
Mira, look. The other day when you asked Lady Marjorie for help, I only spoke out of fear for her. I want to help you if there's anything I can do. Your poor family. I can't imagine how you must feel.
You're sweet to offer, Sarah. Thank you.
Lady Marjorie is always saying how important friends and allies are in King's Landing. Just know, I will be here for you if you ever...
Mano, esse negócio de rei tá enchendo o saco, velho. Reino, rei, mano. Essa, velho, é muita pressão que os caras sofrem, velho. Cê é louco.
My lady,
tá um saco jogar isso aqui já, mano. Tô sentindo uma pressão aqui.
Are you all right, my lady?
The king was not inclined to offer help for your family. I'll need this mended.
Gods.
He said I was too easily swayed. And he reminded me that I am not yet his wife. I allayed his fear. For now. But it will be a long time before I can ask him for anything again. Nothing I said could cheer him. He wouldn't even speak to me when I left him.
What can I do to make this better, my lady?
There's nothing you can do, Mira.
Understand, it was my mother's plan, not mine. I just hope you can find some way to forgive.
Ó o pudim aí. expressão, o game aqui, mano, as perguntas, as respostas que eu tenho que dar. As respostas eu tenho que dar certinha, mano, mas é por se tratar de reino. Rei, rainha. A outro rei tretando com outro rei, tá um saco isso aqui, mano. Tem que controlar uma parte de gente, dar várias respostas diferentes. É uma confusão. O reino lá todo ferrado, o carinha que tá sozinho. Essa mulher aqui. Tá uma zona do caramba, velho. Isso é louco.
Milady.
Olha o molequinho aqui.
Begging your pardon, milady. I hope I didn't frighten you.
How long have you been waiting there?
Not long. I was just passing by when I saw you emerge from Lady Marjorie's room. I hope you saw. I was right before. About Lady Marjorie and Queen Cersei. I just want you to know, I can help you if you'd like. And your family, if you're willing to trust me. I hear all sorts of things. Things that could be useful for you.
It's too dangerous for me right now. And for you as well.
You needn't worry about me. I can take care of myself. Which is why you must trust me, milady. You need allies. Hopefully I've proven I can be useful to you.
I'm sorry. I really must go.
Please don't despair. I know people who... People who'd be willing to help you.
Pronto.
Where's Sir Royland? He should be here. The man values pride more than honor. We'll do without him. And without King's Landing. I know you'd hoped Mira could help us, but I'm confident we've enough strength of our own. Your men stand ready to act if needed.
I hope so.
You made the right decision, my lord.
Bora. Mostrar quem é que manda.
Not the place I'd want to be if there was a fire.
Ironwood is near impervious to flame, my lord.
Is it?
May I introduce Lord Ramsay of House Bolton, son of Roose Bolton. Although a bastard, Lord Ramsay has the full authority of the Warden of the...
That's enough. Who is this little boy? Is he lost?
Lord Ramsay, shall we begin? We do not wish to waste your time.
I'm afraid it's too late for that. Aren't you the little lord? Lord Whitehall told me you were young, but this... Look at you.
E o que não pode matar eles, porque senão dá uma zona do caramba.
The new Warden of the North.
Let me guess. Forrester Iron.
Carved by our most skilled craftsmen.
Ironwood. Doesn't look like much. Don't know what's so special about it.
Your father will appreciate it, I hope. Our ironwood is highly sought after.
My father is not so easily impressed. Not bad. Lord Whitehill, can your lot do this?
Given enough time, we could learn...
Given enough time, you could do a great many things. But not this, apparently. Look at that. More Forresters.
Lord Ramsay?
Come out where I can see you.
We really must focus on the business at hand.
Leave them be, Lord Ramsay.
Ah. Worried about your family. As you should be.
I'm the Lord. I'll have you speak only with me.
First, let's see you bend the knee to my father, Lord Bolton, Warden of the North. Words are wind. Anyone can say they're loyal. I want you to show me.
My lord.
Ha! That wasn't so hard now, was it?
Uma treta do caramba, melhor ser
I don't
certinho.
care about your loyalty. The Crown, however, wants what you've got. Whatever you've been supplying the Starks for centuries. Ships, shields, chamber pots. I expect you'll do the same for us. My father has promised as much to the king. You wouldn't want to make him a liar, would you? That wouldn't reflect well on me.
You needn't worry. Your father will have what he needs.
That's a good little lord.
You can't trust her, Forrester. They murdered our men.
It was a Forrester squire who did it. One Whitehill soldier dead. One Bolton. Yet your man lived.
No, you're mistaken. That's not how it happened.
Our men are dead. How it happened is irrelevant. Then you welcomed me into your hall like a proper lord, hoping I wouldn't linger outside long enough to notice your pathetic little army. That sort of insolence from one of our men will not do. So I've come up with a solution that will benefit everyone. The Whitehills will be taking control of your ironwood from this day forward.
What? What? The ironwood? But...
That is our livelihood.
Then you'd better well find another fucking job.
You can't do that.
Why not? You know something the Whitehills don't? We are talking about trees. You grow them, you cut them down. It can't be that difficult.
We have loyal craftsmen who make the finest weapons. The Whitehills have no such craftsmen. Do you want ironwood for the next 5 years, or the next 50 generations?
The little lord does have a point. We'll try this. Lord Whitehill will take half of your ironwood, and we'll see who fares better.
But my lord...
Half of something is better than the nothing you had before. To ensure there's no trouble, Lord Whitehill will install a garrison of 20 men within your walls.
At Ironrath? That we cannot abide. Ethan!
They'll help maintain the king's peace. And make sure there's no more trouble.
This will cause more trouble, not less.
Not for me. You have a man you trust?
My son, Griff.
Griff will lead the garrison.
You have no right. Whitehills have no place here.
Lads, do make this visit worthwhile.
Please, Duncan, don't.
Look at this, little Forrester. You're not frightened, are you?
Lord Ramsay, please.
And you? Are you Lord Ethan's older sister?
I'm his twin, my lord.
Oh, twins. Well, like the Queen and her brother. Well, hopefully not just like the Queen and her brother. I never had a sister. Always wanted one.
I said leave them be.
I have an idea. You'll come with me. You can be my highborn ward.
Lord Ramsay, that's enough.
Do you like hunting?
Let her go.
She's quite pretty, your sister. We'd get along well. I suppose you can stay. Aren't you the bold lord?
Ethan! No! What have you done? No!
But I
Vai
don't
Game of
want
Thrones.
a bold lord.
Normal isso.
Ethan!
You
No!
fucking bastards!
No! Even though you did bend the knee. I think we've come to an understanding.
Lord Ethan!
I certainly feel better about all this.
What have you done?
However, the Foresters need to keep their end of the bargain. Take the boy as your boy.
No!
Kill him. If they give you any trouble.
Game of Thrones é assim, galera. O negócio é insano.
We'll have to do it again sometime.
Ninguém é herói aqui.
Somebody help him. Fetch the mason quickly!
You brought this on yourself.
Mama!
Stop!
Don't let him take me!
Let it go!
Stop that! No, please! Ryan,
Stop
please!
it!
Remember Ryan! Do something!
Ethan? My son.
Que fita, mano. Tinha até esquecido que Game of Thrones era assim, velho. Reação de um Lord. Sua história começou a seguir no Game of Thrones. E a história tinha começado faz cota.
Ethan sacrificed himself for us all. He saved Talia's life. He'll be remembered as Ethan the Brave.
This house needs a leader.
Lord Ethan named me Sentinel. I will lead this house.
My sister asked you to swear loyalty to her son, and you flat out refused.
We can't let them hurt Ryan too. We have to stop them.
We do not stand alone. There are those who will fight for us. Those who hold House Forrester above all other loyalties. Those who will not stop until Ethan is avenged. Until Ryan is home again. Our house will not fall. We will be ready.
Nothing comes without a cost, my lady. Are you prepared for what might happen?
Esse é o próximo episódio que vai acontecer, galera. Episódio 1, Ferro do Gelo. E é isso aí, doido. E acabou o primeiro capítulo. Vai ter o capítulo 2. Tipo assim, é capítulo 1, episódio 1. Aí capítulo 1, episódio 2, capítulo 1, episódio 3, capítulo 1, episódio 4, capítulo 1, episódio 5. É isso aí, galera. Quero agradecer a todos que vieram na live aí. Eu vou fazer todos os vou fazer por capítulo, beleza? Pra não ficar muito grande aqui pra mim. Quero agradecer a todos vocês mesmos que tenham comparecido aqui na live aí. Muito obrigado mesmo. Eu sei que a live foi curtinha, mas é isso aí, galera. Beleza? Quero que vocês ajudem a compartilhar com seus amigos, para mostrar para as pessoas aí, porque esse aqui é um novo estilo de jogabilidade de game, entendeu? É um estilo que eu gosto, essas coisas. Então eu quero agradecer a todos aí, beleza? Obrigado e até mais. Para esperar acabar isso aqui, né? Não, obrigado. E agora, né, vai jogar capítulo 2. Ainda não, maninho. Ah, tem que baixar por episódio. Olha isso. São quantos episódios que eu vou trazer pro canal? A morte assusta você? Quem entra na Guerra dos Tronos ganha ou morre. É isso aí. Aqui é assim. Interessante. Ah, o monstro dos ossos, que ele é o carinha do gelo lá. Eu sei qual é. Será que só tem no capítulo 1? Beleza, galera, o negócio aí. Muito obrigado a todos vocês que vieram aqui na live, que o negócio é pesadão. Beleza, mano, eu vou pensar no moderador sim. Muito obrigado a todos, um grande abraço e até mais. Tchau.